Alright, fucking... We're doing this thing. We're fucking doing it. Hang on. Everybody just hold on. I think I gotta do one more pass. Oh, that's right. I didn't fucking... God damn it. Let's see. That one's a little bit better. We'll take that. Whatever. Fucking, yeah, whatever. Immediately, I should have completely done that differently. Really hope I'm set up for this. I am. Okay, thank God. Who's... Yeah, we're fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's raining. Man! Oh, wow. I'm back here. I'm doing this bullshit again. Getting these fucking walleye criminal ass fish. I got these motherfuckers out here. Cool. This dude is literally spawn camping. The same guys I'm trying to get, so this should be great. This is just fantastic. We're just having fun. Oh, fucking shit. Alright. Which one of these hunk of shit? Alright, one. Fucking huck this son of a bitch out here. Alright, fucker, be mad. I already have a fish on. This is fucking crazy. Alright, first criminal. I have one leech. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do this bullshit. Anywho. Doing better with the leeches. 7 gold for shiners. Wild. Wow. This is a fucking predicament. $900 for 2. God. This is the fucking predicament we find ourselves in this game is fucking wild. Of course. Soon as I let this fucking thing fly, they're gonna be bait fish today. Jesus Christ. All right. Wonder if it's literally the fucking durability. Alright, this is the way, but we're gonna try something just for shits and giggles. The RPG nerd in me is making me want to do this. So I kind of have to. This is 12. This is correct. This is what I want. Just for shits and gigs. Well, that fucked it up. Well, maybe not. Maybe redemption. I feel like I'm casting too far. Oh, sick rain. vibing. Oh boy. Like 13 pounds. Jesus. It's gonna take forever. Damn it. Thanks for the raid, Gold. Slow goings here. Less than exciting. But I definitely appreciate it. are you, Gold? Good to hear. Good to hear. Nice. I'd like to look into the competitions in here, but I'm worried that I'd get a little too invested. This has been rough, so I'm gonna go back to bait fishing, because... Oh boy! Yeah, I have a feeling it's pretty dependent on that kind of stuff, like with level. I feel like it would make more sense, like, once you hit, not max level, but, like, close to it. Right now I'm going for walleye. They're not going for the, purple barbless, so... I got a couple on the small minnows earlier, so... I don't know what's going on today, man. You would think in rain, with a boost all day, that spoon, the narrow spoon, would be going crazy, but... I haven't tried nut yet. I do well with them during the day. As long as, you know, you kind of hit the same spots. It's grindy during the day, but like with rain, you have a better overall outlook, so I tend to have like an easy time with them. But this time I'm doing better with the bait. I'm doing better with the minnows as opposed to the lure. But I'm gonna try it at night because I've had different results with it. So usually I really don't have any problem with it, but I had to come back here from St. Croix, and now I'm trying to save up for a keep. I fish this, I usually do, I've done shiners on here with a 1.0, or a 1/0, and they don't have any problem. Small minnows are working out pretty well too. Or with the purple barbless narrow spoon, that's a 1/0, and that is usually a twitching retrieve or lift and drop, stop and go a little bit, but it all depends. Usually twitching works fine, and I don't know, it's just hasn't been getting hit. Because, like, that's been the thing to go to for walleye is the barbless narrow spoon. You have decent chances with trophy. So you get decent sizes too, like the 1/0 here. So, but I'd like to go back to St. Croix and have that fishing keep so I can do the pike, because that's way easier, way more fun, different kind of fight. I like that a lot. I got into that a little bit, and I don't have a keep net that's big enough to like make sense for there. So I'm kind of grinding to get that and then get back there. Stop and go mid-column. That makes sense. Maybe I'll try that this time, because I've been going lower, because I've seen a lot of talk about like how to change the game of like bigger fish or whatever, and they're usually like low bottom. But if mid-column works better, I might try that out. Things might have changed too, like I feel like there's been a lot of updates. I don't know if they're gonna change stupid stuff like that, but you never know. If it works for you like that, I trust you. And I'll definitely try it out. Because it's been slower than hell. Other than the minnows. The minnows have been killing it right now, but I'd rather hit the lure, because the lure has the bonus for XP. So it's like, even though this isn't where I could grind for XP efficiently for my level, it's still something. See, there's a trophy. All right, let's try this. Let's try the mid-column. See if this doesn't... What's up, Ray? All right, let me look this. Yeah, I have a decent setup that I like using because right now what I'm trying to do, and this goes to real life gold, is right now I have, this is like my small medium or like medium heavy kind of like small to mid, like small to high medium rod. And I have, this is like the larger bobber rod, even though I kind of have it set up differently right now, but like it just makes it easier for lighter fish. But I also have like my light float, and then this is like a super heavy, so I have this jig winner set up so I could go after basically anything I would need to, just change kind of things a little bit. So I've been using this. I have a 2500 for my reel for this guy. I have 12 pound on. I can always go down if I need to, but I haven't seen any difference. I could definitely change it out if I really wanted to right now, but because if I look, what are we looking at size-wise? So 4 pounds is the high. All right, so then why don't we do this just for shits and gigs? We'll take the fluoro off. We'll throw this mono on. This is 6 pound, 356. I believe that's feet. I guess it might be yards. I don't know. That shit's weird in real life anyway. I'll try it with different line. I don't know if it's gonna really make that much of a difference, but what I mean. Yeah. I mean, we'll give it a go. I don't know whether or not it changes or helps or whatever. It'll be something. But yeah, I'm rocking like my midweight. This in real life, this setup would probably be a midweight for me. So I have a river rod that's like 6, maybe 6 max for how I'm doing this wrong. For how it goes, but this is a lot more different. I'm so used to kind of letting it sink. But yeah, this would be like a midweight rod. And then the lightweight rod. In this game, unfortunately, they make this kind of weird thing where it's like, oh, this rod can only do lures. Oh, this rod can only do float. And like that kind of thing. And it's like, in some cases, yes, but most of the time I can run both in real life, no matter my rod. I have a buddy that runs a saltwater rod for bigger like lake trout. And it's like, in here, that's kind of a more or less thing you can't do. So I try to get it as close as possible to like what I would actually do, and Let's just, yeah, look at this jump at night. We'll just run it. This is too high. Yeah, the bottom rod thing. I have a bone to pick with the bottom rods. You can pretty much do a lot of those setups with whatever. I've used bottom rigs with like North Carolina rigs and Texas bass rigs and all that other stuff, and done bottom because we have a lot of, like, in my area we have a lot of fish that, like, you can use crawdads or something like that and crawl it across the bottom, and you'll get decent fish out of it, including catfish and stuff. And it seems like there's a heavy entrance into that, even though I have rods in my inventory right now that I could go catfishing with in real life and zero problem. Like, absolute zero problem. And yeah, I get it. You can only do so much in the game or whatever, but like, it's kind of weird. That's a better size. Take that. Guess the key for here now is night. So this is... I also think the activity might have been down. Kind of like a baseline to average from that. Like, I can even tell you too, just thinking about it, because this just crossed my mind. This is pretty much my river rod setup right now, where it's like, I have 6 pound on. I'm probably going after younger fish or trout, which you're not gonna... It's not like I'm going after Lakers. I'm going after smaller sizes anyway, so it's like... But... And I would use this similar setup to, like, bass fish, pickerel. I don't know if I do a lot of bass fishing, honestly, because it's like, lately, I want to, like, expand my horizons, because the last couple of seasons I've been, like, I catch rock bass like it's my job, and it gets old. I want to try and, like, go after something else, or... just get other stuff going. The only thing I will say that I can't comment on is all the saltwater stuff. I'm the wrong person to talk to. And the bait casters too. I guarantee if I got a bait caster, I would completely bird nest it the first day. and probably ruin $30 worth of line trying to not do that. So I stick with spinning rods just because, I mean, in certain senses, I know they have their place, but it's like, as it stands, I'm not worried about it. That dude has his headlamp on, and it's bright as hell. That's another thing, too. If we have them, and we go night fishing, we use red lights or green lights. And having white light only is weird. Because your eyes can pick up more definition in green light, and red light is lower and causes less disturbances and stuff. Mostly just you keep yourself from blinding all your friends. And so that's weird, because I've done a lot of night catfishing, and we, as soon as we could, we got headlamps that had that stuff, because it's like, yeah, let's not blind each other. I mean, that's a Wall Vegas purchase, so you get one of those, like, store brands or something that has red or green. It works out so much better. Baitcasters are intimidating. I don't know how I feel about it. I still have to research it and kind of see, and there's cheaper options, so it's like, it wouldn't be too scary to get it, but I don't know. I feel like there's an option for most of the things that I go after in a spitting, and everybody I know that's ever had them never complained. So if it's possible, why not? MF and Sky Jail. I feel like everybody I know that, like, well, first of all, here's a weird random opinion. There are two kinds of people. There are those who go fishing and those who catch fish. And everybody I know everybody I have that catches fish mostly use spinning setups. And unless it's deep sea, but they have specialized shit for that because the fish are the size of, you know, a car, a small Fiat. But freshwater wise, everybody I know that actually gets anything, they all use spinning setups. They're super nice. And it's crazy because you can buy used gear in real life that is... I've been looking on the marketplaces and such, and I've seen some setups for like $40 where I'm like, that's probably worth more than that, bud. I literally just saw a $40 rod. It was a St. Croix, and it was like an inland. So it was like saltwater, freshwater, like kind of salmon. I guess it could be a steelhead rod, but or like a Atlantic. But like this thing, it's probably a $300 rod, and it was in there for 40 bucks. Like 40 bucks for that much, and yeah. This guy's fighting, Jesus. I've heard it helps with snags, but I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. My luck is so bad. If I'm gonna get snagged, it's just gonna happen. So there's a level of acceptance in me where it's like, I get it, but it's like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I've lost rapalas and trees and all sorts of such shit. And actually, the only Panther Martin I ever had, I lost, and it was vintage. That was a rough day. I don't know how that happened to this day. Had a swivel on it, all a whole nine. Hell yeah, brother. That's pretty much me, man. I keep finding clearance lures. That's been the last like 7 years of going back and getting into fishing again. I found some of the nicest colors and crankbaits, like small crankbaits and super cool stuff. And I've been losing them left and right. So I'll find them on clearance for like $3, $2. And now I lose them and look them up later and find out that regular price was like 12 to 20 or 40. One Panther Martin was probably like $80. So yeah, I get that. It's a struggle. You gotta watch where you cast and like actually see it and get real good with that. And it's also like picky with what I use and where I use it. If I'm in lakes and stuff, that's like more, I'll use certain stuff, but I'll know how to use it given the circumstance, and it'll like kind of aim away in the same way with like plastics. Glide baits seem cool, but it seems like a lot, and the swim baits are dope. The swim baits are super dope. I've seen them in action, and they're cool as hell in real life. The only problem is with glide baits, it's more like, I know those are like, you gotta treat them like babies, but I've heard good things for results. I've never seen that myself. Swim baits I've seen. Swim baits will get you whatever you're looking for. Oh, big time. We're like the start of the northern area. We're like on the line for muskie. So we have native muskie in my area. And swim baits work well for them. That and pike. Pike are the same way. They'll go after swim baits, and you can usually get some decent sized guys, but they like spoons a little bit more. But that's a crazy thing in real life too, because I've been doing research on that, and then I started grinding for pike in this game, and I was like, huh. And all my like research about what they go after, 100% true to life kind of thing. That's kind of like the bottom rod thing I was talking about. We have walleye kind of near me, and some of it is like, you'll see guys who snag crazy sized walleye with a crawfish bait and just bottoming it, like popping it off the bottom. That's why secretly one of my for a while, I haven't watched it in like a little bit, but like one of my secret little guilty pleasures is going on YouTube and just watching all the fishing videos I can find that are like interesting or in the region or like whatever, and kind of seeing what stuff actually goes down. And we have a lot of weird ones, especially since I have friends from like all kind of over, or they've lived all over, and it's like, yeah, that too. That is a big thing with baitcasters, is they have like a better the fuck is that called? Drag system. I get that, but I don't know if I can be truly that nuanced with fishing. It's more of a game of peace and quiet than it is a competition in my way. Like, you know, not that it's not dope, but I'd much rather have multi-purpose, multi-use rods and it's more about the adventure for me. Like, I could probably figure something out with a stick and some line and a decent sized hook and worms and just let it sit there and do whatever. But, or like trout lines or whatever, but seeing what works and the trial and error of it is meditative and interesting to me. Yeah, I think about it because I've seen some decently priced rods and like combos that are bait casters, and it's more like the in between. And I feel like there's a moment where I'll get into it, but right now I just being able to fish wherever and kind of having something for it is my goal before I like branch out into subtle stuff like that. Especially like because the big push with that is bass fishing, like the bass fishing ability, and that stuff's cool, but I feel like it'll come into play maybe for like pike and like the muskies and that kind of stuff, and just dealing with bigger size. But at least from what I understand about it. Plus, I've also seen them like maintained, like taken apart and stuff, and with a spinning reel, it's pretty. It's a lot more straightforward to me to deal with and maintain and oil and clean. Big casters have like 6,000 like different. Uh, it's it's like a bomb explodes when you watch that all breaking down, like broken down with the parts all over. Lose has some interesting stuff. They have a spinning setup that I like for mid ultralight. I forget exactly what it is, but it would be a mid, like an in between for like lake and river. It's kind of cool. Looks like Master Chief. I actually sent that to my buddy who I go fishing with sometimes. He's a huge Halo head, and I sent him that, and I'm like, and it's the Master Chief meme of Sarge saying Master Chief, and then it cuts to Master Chief, and he's like, "Sir, I'm a this or I'm a that." So I captioned it and sent it to him. "Sir, I'm a fishing rod." I also saw, just this popped into my head, Abu Garcia has some good looking stuff, and that's relatively inexpensive at like Walmart and shit, but I don't know. This guy's fighting. Get in here. You better be $300. It was insanity. That's not too bad. I did see a few flugers on sale and some other stuff on sale, but it's all just timing and catching it. Pre-season, they have a sale, and whatever doesn't sell by opening day, they have clearance, and I gotta keep an eye out. It's my long list of shit to do. I'd also like to get my hands on a surf rod and go surf fishing or some point. I think that would be sick. Yeah, the catch rate's a little bit better now. That's for sure. I'm surprised. I've never had this much, like, struggle to get them during the day. That's why every time I saw it, it was like, oh, walleye at night. And I was like, I mean, yes, but also. But now it's like, yeah, I guess. You hit a certain level and they turn off the daylight switch. Still feels like it's gonna take me forever to fill this though. Flop that. Hmm. I'm probably gonna end up having to switch to night the next day too. Unless it has a die down. I don't think this is what I want. No, I could be wrong. Well, at least that jump won't cost me anything. Thanks, Gold. Appreciate you coming by, dude. Come on. Get this son of a bitch eventually. What side? Let's change this up a touch. That is fish. guess repeat because well, we're getting there. Just out of curiosity. Bet I could hit over there. Oh, that's a spot. Serious. This fucking guy. Oh. And they call largemouth bass ditch pickles. Have you ever seen a grass or chain pickerel? Or a grass pickerel? Things are all of a sudden slowing down. Of course. Ah. Oh, damn. Didn't even... That's wild. Jesus. Took long enough. Oh boy. 15 is what? Haha. Good job, bud. See, now it's not. Wait, did that? Yeah. Okay. worked, I guess. Hmm. Five to 19. All right. Well. Hey. You know what? $32. So if all right, quick calculation. $20. $10. I could make it work. I might want to do one more at Emerald. But this is, wait a minute. That's expensive. Jeez. All right. We're gonna take this down because that's gonna take me a lot longer than I thought it was. So, unfortunately, it took me a hot ass minute to get set tonight. So, we're just gonna call it there. Got some money back. It's possible to make it and do the thing. It's just grindy. But the next stage will be good, and we'll see what happens. Maybe change things up sometime soon. We don't know when or how, but change it up. Maybe. But yeah. So, with that being said, I'm out. I'll be back. Who is it? Yeah. Should be back tomorrow night. We'll see what's going on. Got some stuff to do during the day, but should be good. So I will catch y'all later. Deuces.